So we have had crazy weather. It was really warm more than a week ago, in 60s and 70s daytime, and it would get maybe to 45, 50 at night. So I decided I'm going to move all my tomatoes into the greenhouse for them to harden off. And after I did that, we started getting low temperatures. So at night we got to about 30 something degrees. Now let's take a look at my tomatoes and see how are they doing in here. Looks like it's nice and warm in there, but let's check it out. So right now it's like 40 something outside. Let's see how cold or warm is here. Okay, it's about 50, slightly above 50. And as you can see, I have my rose mallow over here. The seeds for rose mallow I got from Brampton Gardener. Thank you so much. These are doing good. I think they're doing good. I'm not sure. Rochelle, if you're watching this, let me know if they are supposed to look like this. And now let's take a look at my tomatoes. This is like a tomato forest in here. Looks like they have made it. Some of the leaves are a little bit curling up in the bottom, but that's okay, nothing major. Oh, look at this one. This one looks so weird. I mean, the leaves are so fine. Just look, these compared to these. What variety is that? Let's see. Let's look for it. Moskvich. Okay, so that's a Moskvich variety, and that's how it looks, you guys. You see, compared to this tomato, this one has so weird leaves. Interesting. So I watered these tomatoes 2 days ago, and they are still okay. I mean, they're starting to dry out, but I don't think I have to water them today. I'll give them another day or so. Okay, so I guess this experimenting with tomatoes had worked out for me. They did survive low 30s in the greenhouse. Now let's take a look at my peppers, because peppers are even more sensitive to cold than tomatoes. And on those crazy nights when we had low 30s, I brought peppers together with the greenhouses. They're tiny and small greenhouses. I brought them in this one, and I put them over here. So I'll put the video on the screen that shows you how I did it. Now let's go take a look. How are they doing now? Hello. Okay, they're doing good. They're alive. It looks like that one is getting ready to bloom. Oh, and this one too. Oh my. And by the way, these large ones are the ones that I topped, meaning I cut their tops, I pruned them, and as you can see, they're doing good. They all branched out really nice and starting to bloom. And you can see some of them are really tiny. So this one is Edgy Cherepita. It's still tiny. Cayenne, Serrano. So I have a few varieties. Oh, and they look like they might need some water today. This is Jimmy Nardello. Yeah, so these will need to be watered later today. By the way, I took out these lychee tomatoes from the greenhouse. So they were together with other tomatoes in the greenhouse. But I took them out because I've read that they are much cold hardy, much more cold hardy than regular tomatoes. Like they can take temperatures up to low 20s. And look at them, they are so spiky, so thorny. But they've been here for a few days already, and they're doing good. They are ready to be transplanted, I believe, because They're like 2 feet tall already. So you can see these thorns are everywhere, on the stem and on the leaves. And I think I've seen buds on them too. Let me get closer. Yeah, just look at it. That's a flower bud. Okay, that means I need to put them in the ground. This one too. If they are ready to bloom, they are ready to be planted. Now let's take a look at these. I still have some tomatoes in here too, not just peppers. Okay, so looks like they're doing fine. So what tomato is this? Oh, that's Czech bush variety. So these are the determinate varieties of tomatoes. They don't grow big. Those are also the same ones. That's banana pepper in there. What is this? This is Toro. So it looks like they're doing good. Now let's see the last greenhouse. They look okay as well. They do have some damage. As you can see, this one got some, I don't know what these are. Are these frost bites? Probably. I mean, it wasn't freezing. Like, it didn't get below freezing, but it did get cold. And for peppers, it was too cold. So I am surprised. The only damage I see is this. I expected much more damage. My potatoes are sprouting. Finally, I'm so excited. Look at all of them. I'm going to have good potato harvest this year. This one looks like doing the best. And there's more potatoes under here. So let's take a look. You see, they are sprouting also. So I'm slowly going to move those grow bags from underneath these elevated raised beds. Now let's take a look on this side. Okay, so these are sprouting. That one is also sprouting, but it's purple majesty, so the foliage is also kind of dark and purple. That one looks like it's sprouting as well. And I want to show you my raised beds. Just look at this beauty. These kohlrabi plants are the best. They're so pretty, so ornamental. I wonder how fast will they form their bulbs. Looks like they started plumping up. Let's see this one. Yeah, they're growing up nicely. I think this weather is perfect for them. So pretty. And I have 2 more kohlrabi plants over here. So that's kohlrabi and that. And then these, I think, are regular cabbages. And those are Romanesco. And they are doing great. I'll show you a screenshot of how they looked when I just planted them. And just look how big of a difference it is. They grew up really nice. So besides having a ton of peppers and tomatoes outside already, I still have more in the house. So this is my sunroom, or as we call it, cat's room, because we have a cat's tower in here and that's where they sleep. So this is also my seedling room. And as you can see, the peppers are growing up nicely here. I didn't top these, but they're still branching out, some of them, some not. So like this one should be pruned. Also, I have eggplants in here. They all look okay, not great though. Like this one over here got some damage, and I don't white eggplant. And now let's take a look. What is this one? Okay, this is red variety. I'm really excited about this one because I've never had red eggplants. Now let's see what is this. Okay, this is also red. It looks like all red have large leaves and dark foliage. Okay, these are frog eggplants, which are those little tiny green ones. And I have two in here. I'll have to transplant them separately, obviously, because they don't like being together. This is also froggy eggplant. Now look at all of these petunias. Aren't they lovely? All getting ready to bloom. All starting to have buds. So cool. And they're growing all upwards. It's so funny. Now in here on this window, I have quite a few peppers and micro tiny tomatoes. And I want to show you this beauty. Look at the size of this. I mean, this is on the palm of my hand. The whole pot fits. It's one of those Dollar Tree pots. And just take a look at this. Blooming like crazy. Wow, look at all of those buds and all of those flowers. This is micro Tom tomato. It is micro. I mean, so tiny, but blooming prolifically. I think I will need to come here with a toothpick or something and pollinate it because it's still indoors.